playoffs roll on. It's Game 3 of the Eastern Conference semifinals on EA Sports. From American Airlines Arena in South Florida, tonight, the Miami Heat getting set to match up with the New York Knicks. Hi again, everyone. Ed Cohen with my partner, Jay Williams. Jay, you look at the Heat coming into play. They took 2 big steps forward on the road, winning both those first 2 games. Now they come back home with a 2-0 lead already in their pocket.
And this has been a one-sided series so far, and not in the way we even expected. I mean, what a position to be in. Get 2 wins on the road, now you're coming home already up 2-0 with a chance to put a stranglehold on the series.
Going to launch beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark. To Rose. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away. Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks. Randall. Jimmy Butler sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Nice pass to set things up.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Oladipo. He throws it down.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Randall to Rose. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point
The 2023 NBA Playoffs 2-round Eastern Conference Game 3 games and highlights will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown.
Julius Randle trying to cash in on a 3-point play. 71% for his career. Free throw's good. A 3-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Butler to bring it up. He'll run the offense. Lowry to Butler. Lowry. And knocks it down. And Jay, so much better to get that 3-point shot than one instead from 22 feet.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
The 2023 NBA Playoffs 2-round Eastern Conference Game 3 matchup is now live streaming on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2023.
Someone clearly missed their rotation.
There is no better feeling than after making that shot and trotting back on defense, seeing your opponent stare, point, or yell at each other for miscommunication.
New York in control of the basketball. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. Dwayne Dedmon, huge block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
There's the toss. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Derrick Rose at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 82%. Free throw good to finish off the 3-point play. The lead is up to 5. He'd have the basketball. Lowry. Victor Oladipo pins it. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. To Butler. Lowry against the former MVP. Well done, Kyle Lowry. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Rose. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. To Butler. Here comes the screen. Butler. Knicks with the basketball. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player.
Whoa, look what I found.
You know it's a bad block when somebody snatches the ball out of the air. Wow.
Ball's loose. Look at him on the deck. Rose. Oladipo into the front court. Down 5. Nothing going here on that drive. Fires the 3. That's good D. Shot no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Oladipo. Randall. Over to the right side. To Julius Randle. To Rose. New York with 4 to shoot. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Rose into the front court. Up 5. To Fournier. Oh, Evan Fournier. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Oladipo gets it in the left corner. To Oladipo. Lowry. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist with a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Rose. To Fournier. Here's a chance from long range. Well defended. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Right now, down 7. Shot clock for the Heat, down to 3. Short jumper stays out.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Oladipo into the front court. They trail by 7. Fournier tosses. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. To Butler. Julius Randle swats it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Julius Randle. off the assist.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
Julius Randle snatching it out of the air.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
And count the basket.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
Mitchell Robinson tips it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Brunson. Here comes the screen. Brunson. And scores. Strong take.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Lowry. He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. Can't connect. To Brunson. Bam Adebayo with the block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To the rim. Lowry has the basketball. Well done, Kyle Lowry. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
Here comes the screen. To Brunson. Trying to cash in, and he buries it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
So Lowry. Has a chance. Well done, Kyle Lowry. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Miami's got it. Dion Waiters powers it through.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Oh, emphatic slam. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Alonzo Trier, pass stolen by Miami. Goes reverse to lay it in.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Has a look. Add 2 more points. The defense had him, but the good shooters find a way.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Waiters to Butler. Trying to cash in, not that time.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Udonis Haslem rejects it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
That's the end of one here in game number 3. Back with more after this. It's the second round of the Eastern Conference playoffs on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. New York Knicks basketball. Tanila Kina. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Waiters. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. Mitchell Robinson able to recover with the block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Five on the shot clock. Waiters. Not easy.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Dwayne Dedmon sends it away. That's out. Last touch by Dwayne Dedmon. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Alonzo Trier. Shot from the lane won't go.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
To Waiters. Five to shoot for Miami. Not going to have it this time.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
On a pass stolen by the Knicks.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
He shoots, off the mark. Rose into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. Dwayne Dedmon sends it away. That's his third block this evening.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
It was right there. Now a steal on a very lazy pass there. Runner here won't go. Brunson. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away. Dwayne Dedmon rocking the rim. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
The possession lies with New York. To Rose. Derrick Rose slams it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Julius Julius Randle. Huge block. That's out. Last touch by Julius Randle. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Lowry. Randle to Fournier. Here comes the screen. Miami with the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. Oladipo to Waiters. Dion Waiters. 3 for 6 now.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Rose. Stuffs it down with authority. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Lowry to Waiters. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Rose to Julius Randle. Derrick Rose. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Waiters. He's looking for that touch.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Here comes the screen. Rose to Fournier. Stuffs it down with authority.
I mean, did you see that? When their bodies collided, he used his body as a launching pad, which gave him another foot on that slam.
Dion Waiters, now 4 for 9.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Rose into the front court. Lead stands at 10. To Julius Randle. It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Derrick Rose trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw up and good as they open things up to a 13-point lead. It's the Heat with the possession. Lowry defended by Derrick Rose. To Waiters. Dion Waiters. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Julius Randle. To Fournier. Knicks with 4 to shoot. Rose's shot off the iron, no good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Here comes the screen. Waiters. Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks. And a throwdown.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Possession lies with New York. Flushes it home.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Butler into the front court. His guys down big. To Waiters. No good. Rose into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Julius Randle. Deep left corner. God, tough shot. Hand in his face. He makes them pay.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
To Lowry. Waiters. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That
Game
was just
3
plain
seed
old
5
simple
New York
bully
Knicks seed 8
basketball.
Miami
Muscled
Heat.
his way through the lane.
Rose. Has a chance. Rose's shot no good.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Well done, Kyle Lowry. Can't ask for much more. He's perfect. 5 for 5 from the field.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Great defense there, forcing the pickup. And look out. Big finish at the rim. Now the Heat going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Has a look. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Randle. Kid Gilchrist. Tough matchup against Butler. Here comes the screen. To Rose. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Rare 3 for Rose. Defense was ready. Oladipo into the front court. Trailing by 15. So Lowry. Butler. Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. Trying to cash in. Just not going down.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Here comes the screen. To Rose. 4-3. Now that's a contest.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Rose. Rebound taken by Miami. To Lowry. Here comes the screen. Lowry to Oladipo. Lets it fly from long range. They were all over Oladipo. Missed the shot.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Jimmy Butler with a piece. Lowry with it. His guys can hold for the final shot. Has a chance. Yes, Victor Oladipo. 2-4 now. Long key from three-quarters court. So the two teams will head to the locker room as we reach the break here in game number 3. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Knicks will start the second half with a decent lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaky. These are the guys getting buckets for the New York Knicks. The Heat have dug themselves a bit of a hole after 2 quarters. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. These are the guys getting buckets for the Miami Heat.
Game track. Assists.
The Miami Heat are struggling to move the ball and create good looks for each other. What makes it worse is their opponent isn't having nearly the same problem.
Player of the half.
Robinson showed off his timing and athleticism with a lot of blocks. The defense he put on display requires the kind of effort that fans love to see from their team.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Let's see what the Knicks can do here. To Julius Randle. Waiters to Lowry. Driving right to the basket. Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance of a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Kyle Lowry at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Free throw good as he finishes off the three-point play. That shaves the deficit down to 10. New York in control of the basketball. Rose. Off the assist.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
On a pass stolen by the Knicks.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Udonis Haslem swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Fournier. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Rose's shot off the iron, no good. Oladipo into the front court. The deficit now up to a dozen. Has a look. Yes, Victor Oladipo. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Randall to Fournier. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Lowry.
Big pick right there.
Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
Rose. That's how you defend. To Lowry. Nothing going here on that drive. Five to shoot for Miami. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up. Kyle Lowry has got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. Knocks down the first. And he makes them both. Knicks with the basketball. Rose. Down to Randall. Big finish that time for Julius Randle.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Lowry into the front court. Down a dozen. To Waiters. Lowry gets it in the left corner to Waiters. Evan Fournier, 3 for 6 now.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Waiters. Lowry. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Dwayne Dedmon rocking the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a
The
play like that,
2023 NBA Playoffs 2-round Eastern Conference Game 4 matchup will be coming up next.
Snatch. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Substitution being made in this one. Rose. To Fournier. Fires the 3. Another chance. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
It's the Heat with the possession. To Butler. Here comes the screen. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. And counted at the rim.
One of the hardest working guys in the league, and that's how he got his money. That's his skill set. That weight room continues to pay off.
Randall. Pass stolen by Miami.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity
Game 4
and the
Seed 3
effort is
Philadelphia
off the charts.
76ers Seed 2 Boston
To
Celtics.
Lowry. Here comes the screen. Lowry picked up by Derrick Rose. Mitchell Robinson. Tips it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Oh, the Heat right there to take it away. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Evan Fournier is going to get a chance at 3 here. Numbers not good. 52% for his career. First free throw is good. Second of 3 is good. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. He'd have the basketball. To Butler. Sizing up the defense. Not that time. Rose into the front court. His guy's up by 15. To Fournier. The drive right to the basket. A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Lowry to Oladipo. Shot clock winding down. Oladipo. Beyond the arc for 3. He engulfed him that time.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Kid Gilchrist matched up with Jimmy Butler. To Rose. Kicks it around the perimeter. Nothing going here on that drive. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Pass stolen by Miami. To Butler. Derrick Rose with the block.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. To Lowry. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Kyle Lowry, couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. And hits the first free throw.
Let's go, boy. Catch me out.
2 for 2 on that trip. New York Knicks basketball. Brunson to Fournier. Here comes the screen. Fournier. New York with 4 to shoot. The shot almost. Lowry into the front court. The deficit now up to 13. To Butler. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Randall. And throws it down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Lowry. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
The pass set it all up.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
To Lowry. To Butler. You've got to get that one to go. The possession lies with New York. Fournier. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. To Julius Randle. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Butler. Trying to cash in, and he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed. When you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble, look at all your options. Number 1, a hezzy. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number 2, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number 3, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Down a bundle. Free throws coming up.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. Possession lies with New York. To Julius Randle. Here comes the screen. Randle. Deep left corner. To Julius Randle. Knicks with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. It goes down. He improvises and scores.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Oh, errant pass as it's taken away. To Julius Randle. Lowry with it. His guys down big. Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Has a look. Not that time.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Oh, that's how it's done. That ends the third quarter. The Knicks are way out in front. So the Heat will have it to start this fourth and final quarter. And they're not totally out of it just yet, but you'd have to say they have lots of work to do to get back in this game.
They probably have to put together some kind of 10-0 run to get back in this ball game, but this is when an opportunity has a chance to become magical. I've been part of it, and I've seen it happen so many different times. Just because a team has been dominating you the last couple of quarters doesn't mean that you can't start believing in yourself, that you can do anything you want to do on the court at any given time. You watch, once you start to believe, you'll get back in this game.
Kina. And he buries it.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Oladipo. Shot clock for the Heat, down to 3. Oladipo. He was all over him.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Ntilikina slams it down. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative, because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither.
Oh.
Here comes the screen. To Ntilikina. From long range, 24-second violation. New blood coming in for both sides. Oladipo into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Randle. To Fournier. Rose. New York with 4 to shoot. For 3. No good. From the painted area, won't go down. To Rose. Randall. To Fournier. Knicks with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go. Miami's got it. Oladipo. Scores from the post.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
Has a chance. Deep two there. Won't go. To Oladipo. Here comes the screen. Oladipo. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Off the mark.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
To Julius Randle. New York with 4 to shoot. Rose. Derrick Rose still a sight to see. Well defended. He finds a way to knock it down.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Screen coming. Haslam guarded by Derrick Rose. Able to convert inside.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
New York in control of the basketball. Fournier to Rose. To Julius Randle. Going to launch beyond the arc. Knocks it down. And Jay, so much better to get that shot beyond the arc than inside 22 feet.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Time to shuffle things up. To Lowry. The Knicks secured the rebound. To Fournier. They go down low to Randall. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
To Oladipo. And he drains it.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Fournier. Has a look. Oh, Evan Fournier. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
So Lowry. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Knicks with the basketball. Randall. Victor Oladipo rejects it. They've got it back.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Count it, and the foul. He is going to the line for a free throw.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
James Johnson trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 69% at the line. Free throw good, and the lead back down to 15. To Julius Randle. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Down to Randle. Big finish that time for Julius Randle.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Rose. Trying to cash in. Not that time.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Shot from the lane won't go. Rose into the front court. The lead is 15. Randall to Fournier. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Julius Randle able to recover with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Pass stolen by Miami. To Butler. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Here comes the screen. A drive baseline, but the shot won't go. Lowry into the front court. The deficit now up to 13. Here comes the screen. Victor Oladipo. Not that time. To Rose. Fine to shoot. To Rose. Here's a chance from long range. Derrick Rose. Teams have told him to shoot more. Hits the tough shot.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Butler to Oladipo. Butler knocks it down and the foul. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
And body control is everything, especially on the defensive side of the floor. That was a great contest up top, but your body hit him on the way down. That's a foul every time.
Jimmy Butler with a chance at a 4-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. And he hits. New York Knicks basketball. To Julius Randle.
Won't go. And I love when great coaches make their players play these games. Pop does it with the Spurs all the time. He doesn't want their players to see 24 seconds on the shot clock. He wants his players to see, let's get 24 stops in a row.
We get a whistle and a timeout here for Miami. They're down big in this fourth quarter and a chance here to empty their bench. To Butler. To Oladipo. Goes to the right side. 5 to shoot for Miami. Butler. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Bizarre shot right there. Shot's no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. It's a victory for the Knicks. They've taken a commanding lead in this best-of-7 series. 3 games to none. 1 victory left. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Taylor Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Knicks got the win in a nail-biter. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the New York Knicks. The Heat are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. When a team goes back and review the film, coach will probably find areas of improvement. But one thing he can't say is they should have shot better. They did a great job of scoring in this game. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Miami Heat.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Robinson is the choice for what you're seeing here, and that's unselfish play. Tight passes, great timing, and an impressive basketball IQ. He earned more respect than what I already have for him.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.